Hello and welcome back to Just Some Space Guy, but you can just call me Space G. I'm here with another Dead Rock theory video. This time it's about Yakuto, as I promised in my chapter review video. So if you enjoyed Dead Rock so far, consider liking this video. But anyway, let's move on to the video. So what is Yakuto exactly? There are currently two major theories going around about Yakuto. Some people started theorizing that Yakuto is Acnologia's son because of Yakuto's Black Dragon roots. He clearly has Acnologia's arm, and Acnologia's image shows up when Yakuto uses his powers. So I totally understand that some people believe in this theory. Yakuto also has dark skin, similar facial features like Acnologia does, and both of them have light colored hairs, with the only difference being that Yakuto is blonde while Acnologia has blue hair, or at least had blue hair because he is now dead. The another popular theory suggests that Yakuto is Acnologia's reincarnation or manifestation in Hell. After he died by the hands of Natsu, he reincarnated in Hell as Yakuto, and is now working on some mysterious plan revolving around killing God for some unknown reasons. Both these theories make sense in my opinion, both could come equally true, and both could be equally wrong if Dead Rock isn't actually connected to Firetail and we are just coping. However, I have a theory on my own on who is Yakuto exactly and why does he have Acnologia's arm or a power what resembles that of Acnologia's. In a recent chapter of Dead Rock, chapter 3, we saw a glimpse of Yakuto's past. In this flashback we saw Yakuto as a kid, injured, standing in the middle of some ruins, probably the ruins of some village or a city, with the blood of an unknown person in front of him. Presumably someone who is related to Yakuto. In the exact same chapter, we saw God destroying a human village. But if God didn't just destroy that one village, but actually multiple one of them across the human realm during multiple time periods. And Yakuto is actually a survivor of one of those villages that got destroyed by God many years ago. This would mean that Yakuto is actually a regular human born in some random village in the human realm by regular human parents. At least he was a regular human before, because he's clearly not anymore. And the reason he came to Hell is to kill God as a form of revenge. Now you might be wondering, if this theory is true, that would mean that Yakuto isn't actually related to Acnologia. So why does he have Acnologia's arm and power, at least a power that resembles that of Acnologia? And there comes the second part of my theory. Since Yakuto witnessed the destruction of his own town and the death of his loved ones by the hand of God, he decided to seek revenge. But there was a big problem. Yakuto was a powerless human child. He clearly knew he isn't strong enough to kill God without getting stronger. So Yakuto decided to go on a journey to get as powerful as possible, and that's exactly how Acnologia comes into the picture. There's two major possibilities of how did Yakuto obtain Acnologia's power or a power that resembles that of Acnologia. The first possibility is that Acnologia found Yakuto himself and decided to teach him magic. As we know, Acnologia was going around searching for dragons. The sudden destruction of an entire town by the hand of a powerful entity might have attracted Acnologia there, as we have seen Acnologia being attracted to places where great conflicts between wizards occur. And that's when he found Yakuto between the ruins of the city or town. You might wonder why would Acnologia teach him or even care about him when Acnologia's only goal and motivation is to kill all dragons. So teaching someone Dragon Slayer magic or giving them dragon magic would go against Acnologia's goals and motivations. However, there is a factor that needs to be considered in this case. Yakuto went through a similar traumatic past like Acnologia did. Acnologia lost his town, his family, his friends by the hands of dragons he respected and borderline worshipped. This left him with a hatred towards dragon, making him want to kill every single dragon as a form of revenge. Yakuto also lost his family and friends and the town he lived in by the hands of an entity he worshipped and looked up to, leaving him traumatized and full of anger, willing to seek revenge and kill God with his own hands. Acnologia could have saved himself in young Yakuto. He related with Yakuto's willingness and hatred towards the being what took everything from him. This made Acnologia take Yakuto under his wing, teaching him and giving him power to seek revenge, since they both shared motivations, goals, personality, and even appearance. It is also possible that Yakuto might have tracked down Acnologia himself and asked him to teach him, rather than Acnologia finding him in some random place. Now the second option is that during the time Yakuto was going around training and seeking ways to get as powerful as possible so he could kill God, he stumbled upon Acnologia's severed arm, but Acnologia lost in the battle against Ignil. Since at that point Yakuto most likely knew who Acnologia was and how powerful he was, he decided to take the arm and gain more power with it. He most likely thought that if Acnologia was capable to kill nearly all the dragons, his power will be capable to even harm the gods, and most likely was correct. He either used takeover magic to absorb the arm into his body, giving him portion of Acnologia's power, what could explain what did Yakuto mean when he said dragon build, because it's a takeover magic, or Yakuto consumed Acnologia's arm the Dragon Eater fashion, giving him Acnologia's Dragon Slayer attribute and power. This way Yakuto gained enough power immediately to be capable to proceed with his plans to kill God. Now the reason I believe this is the case is because of the Dragon King Festival reference in chapter 1, and because Yakuto was trying to hide his power till he enrolled in school, but didn't got explained why he did so. Like, if he wanted to hide it because everyone knows who Acnologia was, or there might be some other reason. Now Yakuto, originally being just a regular human, also could explain the spreading on his arm what we saw in the last panel of chapter 3. Yakuto is from the human world, and the human world is filled with ether nano, or in other words, magic. But hell is an entire different place. Hell might be filled with bane particles, what are like poison to wizards or anything what has magic in it. The spreading on his arm might represent that Yakuto is slowly getting poisoned by the bane particles in hell what he is breathing in, and he doesn't have much time left before said particles kill him or poison him to a degree where he is just on the ground, he can't move anymore or something. The only reason Yakuto survived so long is because he has portion of power, what might slow down the spreading of bane particles, because Acnologia has nearly every single element in him, so that might include bane particles. This gives him more time, but since Yakuto doesn't have Acnologia's full power, isn't immune to it, meaning he most likely is slowly dying, but it still slows it down to a degree where he is still capable to pursue his dreams of killing God. It could also be a side effect of Acnologia's overwhelming power on his body, what is slowly tearing him apart. Yakuto is still a human who absorbed Acnologia's power, and the regular human body is clearly not fully capable to handle the magic power of a being but on par with literally gods. But whatever is the case, I fully believe that Yakuto was just a regular human before he arrived to Hell and gained his powers. And I believe that he got his power from Acnologia in one of the two ways what I mentioned above. Obviously, if Deadrock is actually connected to Firetail and it isn't just Mashima doing his reference game. Well, whatever is the case, Deadrock is peak fiction for me, but what do you think? What is your theory about Yakuto and his power? Please let me know in the comment section below. And don't forget to subscribe. This was Space G, and see you guys in space. Bye!